That's the deadest thing. It's like Danny fucking walks up. He shows back up like 2 hours later, covered in blood. Hey guys, what's up?
What you got? A smoothie?
A dog. A dog. Yeah. So yeah, he's
dog also covered in blood.
Hello, welcome to Show Some Initiative. I'm Julian, your storyteller.
Hi, I'm James and I play Jose.
Hi, I'm Cookie and I play Patrick.
Hi, I'm Nick and I play Danny.
Hey, I'm Phil. I play Gabe.
Hi, I'm Sean. I play Theodore.
Hello, I'm Tori and I play Erica.
All right, excellent. Now we can stop recording.
Now we can stop.
Last time, you guys broke into Melanie's apartment and found out she has a cat.
Is it really breaking and entering if she's dead already?
Yes, it still is.
That's not her property anymore.
Yes, because we're all dead already. That's the problem.
The thing is that someone else was at least one other person was living there.
Was it their property or were they now squatting?
Do you want to find the lease? Do you want to go find the landlord?
I can do that.
What do you want from me?
I have the laptop. I can maybe do that.
Shit, you're right. Fuck. So, Jose and Danny, you two are left panting, or I mean, you don't really have to pant, I guess, because you don't breathe. So, anyway, Jose and Danny, you guys are on the rooftops after this person, or Kindred, just got away from you. Just barely. So what's your plan of action?
I'm going to burn another willpower to keep up the call for now.
Okay, is that another check that you need to make?
Yeah, the same check. So that is stamina and the permanent willpower is each other's ob. The amount I have over is the amount of lethal damage I take.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what do you need me to roll, James? Or is this
so that'll be
me?
They'll roll equal to their permanent stamina, just in dots, and the op should be 7 because that's my permanent willpower.
Okay, and I believe you roll the same thing, so you're going to roll your stamina against their willpower, which is 8.
Which is 8, yeah. And quick question, does my specialization in stamina determination count for anything here?
Can they be used like that? I feel like yes.
Yeah, because I'm just determined to get her downed at this point.
I'm determined to kill someone, you know? That's fine.
He is basically a vampire hunter, and his determination is just killing vampires occasionally. That's your call, though.
I'll go ahead and say yeah.
Okay, then I have 1 success.
Against their 2, so... that means that you don't successfully give them any damage. So
they are continuing to resist.
They're fine for now, as far as you know. So what's your plan? You guys are currently out here on the rooftops at like the middle of the night.
Poetic.
Any thoughts?
So whoever was here fled out tonight. We didn't, if I remember correctly, we didn't get any kind of like good look at them. Like they were gone before we were even getting out. Yeah.
Yeah, you just know that they were wearing a purple cloak.
So okay, what does the ability used on them do exactly, James? Like it fucks up their blood, right? Something like that.
Basically, it hardens the blood in their lungs to tear their lungs apart from the inside. As long as I attempt to keep the blood hardening.
Horrifying.
Yeah,
that is horrifying. But I guess with that probably wouldn't cause them to leave blood behind then.
No, that's one of the things about it, is it leaves no other traces of it happening. It's one of the reasons it's an Asimite ability. It's a way of dealing someone a lot of lethal damage without them being able to prove anything happened.
I guess what I'm going to look for is if it was like an intense chase, right? If they've left anything behind, like a torn piece of clothing or like something fell out of that mark or something, right?
Okay.
We do have the full cloak.
Yeah, I was gonna say did they get the cloak or something? Or
Yeah, the purple cloak. It was the one thing that didn't stay, that didn't go incorporeal.
we do have a spooky magician and potentially, I'm
Okay.
assuming Bruce can track.
Well, I say, well, that's what I'm saying is I need something that smells like them. Yeah, so he'll take the cloak and he's gonna go get Bruce to like sniff it out, the trail out. Also, he's a ghoul, so he's a super dog, so he can probably jump roofs too. So that's good.
Okay, so you're
yeah.
going to go drive home, get Bruce, and bring him back.
I mean, yeah, like we've already lost them, so like I don't. Like if we don't know where to go to like pursue them, then I don't know what we can really.
And we do have cell phones, so if new info pops up, we can just be, hey, divert from what you're doing. We need to go here. So
Yeah, I mean, I assume everyone else is gonna stay at the scene of the crime, kind of scene of the crime, not really, but
See of the crime.
scene of our crime.
Yeah.
But and investigate more. So Dan's just gonna like hop in the car, drive as fast as he can, get Bruce, come back. Right.
Okay, so we'll get back to that in a bit then. I'm assuming Jose's gonna go back to the group.
Yeah, Jose's going to have that ethereal black heart above his hand, and he's going to try to dig in his claws one more time before dismissing it. So I'm going to Hail Mary this roll here. Let's see what happens. Oh, two successes. The most I've rolled so far.
budge.
Okay, it's just a 1 on their end. So, you deal 1 lethal damage?
Yep. And then he'll drop the magic and begin taking his route back to the scene of the crime.
Who keeps the cloak, Danny or Jose?
Danny, because he's gonna use it
Okay.
on Bruce.
Okay, so everyone is reunited back in Melanie's apartment.
Yes.
I assume that the vibe is a little, weird because like a third of you just got done with a rooftop chase. Another third just kind of stayed behind and like
Vibing.
looked at a laptop and or just like watched everything happen. Not judging. Just saying. Actually, maybe
many
more than that
cooks.
now that I think
Yeah,
about it.
Spoil the chase.
half the group just vibed for a bit.
Listen, adding me would have done nothing.
Exactly. Like, what would a game do?
We know our strengths.
Erica did send the pigeons, which
Erica
was
did
helpful.
send the pigeons.
Erica gets a gold star for effort.
She had her backflip off the balcony, as she is very able to do, but
Yeah. No, it's
just
fine.
didn't want to show up Patrick. This was his moment.
Okay.
We also have a captured cat, I guess.
Yeah. There's
So
sounds of a cat
captured
being
cat.
unhappy coming from the burrito.
yeah,
club
Patrick,
burrito.
it is not a fun time. This cat is flailing around, meowing like crazy.
Listen,
and those
I
of you who
assume-
can understand it. Oh, sorry.
I assume what Patrick's doing is just like letting the cat like claw into his arm. Patrick's just like, he has like 3 points in fortitude, 4 stamina. It's not doing shit. Like I'm assuming
Fair.
the cat's just the kind of like, the cat's biting. It's like biting leather. It's not doing shit.
But you
We're
hear
doing
this
nothing.
cat.
Yeah.
That's secret is Patrick's skin is the texture of a scratching post.
Ugh.
Don't like
I
that.
hate that. That's really bad. Oh,
Patrick, that's
There's
not
no-
healthy. You need to see a
Patrick,
dermatologist.
moisturize.
It doesn't really matter if it's healthy. We're dead. So
Yeah, but like,
Health matters even in the afterlife.
We're dead, and also that means that's what his skin looked like when he died.
yeah, so you should have gone to a doctor.
Before.
Okay.
it's vampire juju. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay.
Fine. He died and just had leathery skin.
Yeah. I get someone cast bark skin on me, and just that's how it's been since then.
So, back to vampire. You all are reunited in Melanie's apartment. This cat is going crazy. Those of you who can understand it hear it going like, hey, what the fuck? What the fuck? Hey, get me out of here. What the fuck? Hey, get me the fuck out of here. I don't want to be in here. You think I want to be in here? Get me out. I don't get... What the fuck, you guys? I thought you were cool. Where's Mom? I want to see my mom.
May Erica attempt to calm the poor kitty?
Of course, yes. Charisma and animal Ken, please.
Of course, Melanie. Rolls. That was one success to calm the lad.
With one success, it doesn't really do much. The cat is just, they get less angry and more confused of like, yeah, okay, so like, I get that I'm fine, but why am I still in this fucking cloak? Like, can I get out? This isn't very comfortable. This is a little weird, and I'm not used to being held.
You're right, sir. I'm so sorry. Patrick, why didn't you let the good gentleman out of the burrito? I think this is enough. Let me get you some temptations, sir.
Can we, like, close the door first? Like, the balcony door and stuff?
There does that.
Okay. Like, once the exits are secured, I, like, plop the cat on that. Where are we? I plop the cat on the first, like, surface I see.
Can Erica get him some fancy feast?
Yes, you can go to the kitchen. The cat will follow you and point you to the cupboard where you find some cat food. And they instruct you and like, okay, so typically, Mom, I don't know why Mom's doing it. Mom, get your lazy butt in here. What the fuck? She typically gives me like one of the cans of the wet food and then half of the can, like a little bit of the dry food on top. Like he walks you how to make through he walks you through how to make his dinner, basically. The whole time he's yelling for Gabe to stop being lazy and come help.
Are you conveying any of what's being said to Gabe? Or do you just hear a cat yowling in the background?
Friend, looking at Gabe, Erica says, friend, I really think you're being a deadbeat mom to your poor little kitter here. Also, I do not believe that this cat is saying the normal proportions that it is fed, because if a cat could talk, they'd be like, yeah, so I usually get like 6 cans of Fancy Feast, and then you like sprinkle the treats on top, and then I get like a saucer of milk afterwards.
He definitely does try to talk you into giving him a few treats, yeah.
But yeah, Erica in between, trying to calm the kitty is conveying, he still thinks you're his mom.
Yeah. So, because Erica just said like, oh, you're being a lazy mom. But does Gabe know what this is about at all? Like, is there any evidence from like the cat's, I guess, physical, like body language that indicate like, is it like hanging up next to a food dish or is it just like sitting there?
I'm just feeding him to appease him.
Okay.
Yeah, the cat is hanging out by his food dish, and I don't know if you remember because it has been a month, but you were told by one of the people who can speak to animals that the cat does think that you're Melanie.
Yeah, I remember that much, but
okay, good.
Because I remember taking a nap.
My mom's a little tired today. She's had a long day, not even enough energy to look like herself, It's just been a tough time for her.
Are we gonna keep like manipulating this cat?
Shh! I'm reassuring them. It'd be traumatic.
Patrick, are you gonna try to hide that?
The cat can't understand me. I don't have animalism.
I think the thing is that they do understand you. It's just the other way around that doesn't work.
So Toy Story rules, got it.
So yeah. Any animal can understand you, just A-okay? Like, that's the thing, I don't think it super makes sense for the animals to be able to understand you, just baseline.
Okay, what's animals?
Because if the only problem was that you can't understand the animals, then that would mean you can still command animals to do what you want if you intimidate them enough or give them treats. You just won't be able to tell if they accept or not until they do a thing.
Yeah, but they don't give a shit about you.
Yeah, sometimes I'm talking to my cat about what he can't do, and I can tell that Like, some gears are turning. He's just choosing not to.
Yeah.
I hear ya. You don't command me. I do personally think that this whole time Theo is going through the laptop, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't see him being super invested with what's going on with this cat.
So looking at animalism, like the first dot says Amber creates an empathic connection,
Yeah.
thereby allowing him to communicate or issue simple commands. So to me, that would mean without animalism, they cannot communicate. And I assume that's a two-way street then, too.
Okay. Then
It
yeah,
makes
sure, whatever.
sense, but it would have been funny if the cat understood Patrick better.
That would have been very good. So, that's squared away then, I guess.
Yeah, like, are we gonna keep manipulating this cat, or like, what are we doing here? Like, eventually it's gonna find out.
Well, I think it might be useful to get some information, but at a certain point, if it's just a regular old cat, it's probably not going to know a whole lot.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I remember the doctor. Yeah, I remember the doctor mentioning this wasn't a normal cat. Like, there's something funky going on.
That must have been when I was getting some shut-eye.
Yeah, maybe.
Was when you were being a neglectful mother. At the very least, this little fellow will be able to tell us, sir, who on earth put you out on the balcony?
The cat kind of looks at you. Like, it's done eating, but it's still, it continues to lick the bowl. Looks at you, looks away, looks back at you. He actually pauses and looks at Gabe for a bit. And the thing is that apparently animalism needs eye contact. So, while he's looking at Gabe, he meows and you don't know what he's saying. But he cocks his head as if waiting for an answer.
I think he's caught on.
Give it a nod,
So we can
give it
say
a nod.
something now and keep it in our keep him in our favor, or we can drop the act.
Well, so do I understand what Erica was saying to the cat, or is Erica just making meowing sounds to me? Like, do I understand the question that was asked?
Shush, Cookie.
The thing is that Erica wasn't making eye contact with the cat, so she doesn't know what's being said at the moment.
Well, no, but what I'm asking is, because Erica asked, like, who put you on the balcony? Do I understand that question, or does that sound like Erica meowing to me? Like, how is this working here?
How do you meow in an Irish accent?
I would say that you need to do it in the animal's tongue, because I do believe the rulebook states that, it's although it isn't necessarily to actually speak in chirps, hisses, barks, whatever. Some vampires find that doing so strengthens the connection with the animal. So I feel like Erica would be the kind of
Erica
person to
would
do
meow.
that.
Yeah, Erica would 100% meow.
All right.
That's the secret. Everyone in the group is furries.
Meow, 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 meow.
Incredible. Incredible.
I will only meow again after we reach a certain level on Patreon.
Okay, understandable. That's gosh. You heard our
We
people.
don't even have our Patreon released yet.
Time
I know,
to get
so
working
you
on
want
it.
more.
Okay, but I think that, Erica, if you want to try to stealthily tell Gabe, that is something you could do.
Okay, I will do a stealthy
I would actually
work.
say appearance plus stealth in order to try to kind of either angle yourself and like whisper it to him, or something like that.
do some elaborate hand
Mouth it.
motions.
Yeah, this is why y'all need to learn sign language.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 3
Okay.
successes to stealthily convey the catisms to Gabe.
Okay, and Gabe, I would say empathy with either perception or intelligence on your end. You need to meet or exceed Erica's 3.
Okay. those things are things that Gabe's pretty good at. That's 3 successes.
Hey.
Okay. So with that, then, you're able to communicate with Erica and figure out what she asked the cat.
Okay. With that, I think Gabe's going to, like, gesture to Erica to, like, hand him the treats that she's just feeding the cat. He's gonna take the treats, gonna kneel down and approach and, like, give the cat some pets, take out a few treats, say, you know, gosh, I'm very sorry that I had to put you outside, but I know that you like watching the birds. I figured that would provide some entertainment for you. I was gonna be out for a while. I'm glad to be back. Glad to see you again. Now let's go take a nap. He's gonna pick up the cat, go back to the couch, and then go back to pretending to sleep. With the full knowledge of the cat probably did not understand anything that he said, but
Yeah.
he's now. I think he's banking on, like, maybe she just talks English and doesn't intentionally let the cat understand sometimes. Maybe.
Phil, you're a delight.
The cat seems very confused, but isn't, putting up a fight, and just decides to snuggle up with you and peace the fuck out.
Gabe exits the scene.
You know what?
Exit
Cool.
pursued by Snuggles.
Cat life is already so complicated.
Mm-hmm.
This might as well fucking happen.
So Theo.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I turned to Theo, so, found anything yet on the laptop?
What are you looking for on this laptop, then?
Is it on? Or do I have to, like, find a way through with the password or bullshit? Must
I would say-
hack?
Yes, you must hack. Believe it or not, I'm gonna make the
Damn.
hacker man hack.
That seems fake.
Fucked up.
Why would you make the
sure.
hacker hack?
Theo, please roll to hacker man.
Cool. What do I roll?
Intelligence
plus...
and
Tech?
probably technology. Yeah.
Hold on. It's 5 again.
Again.
Don't you have technomancy? Can that help
I do.
at all?
I do. It's been a while since I've opened that, so give me a second to have that open.
Oh, God bless. Okay, while Sean is finding his stuff, does anyone want to do anything? And Nick, I have not forgotten about you, I promise.
I just wanted to check in with Theo to see what he learned. So far,
Thank you.
I have to wait.
Can Gabe roll to pet the kitty and then snore a little?
What? Okay, you know what? Sure, yeah. If that's what we're doing at this
We
point.
don't breathe, we don't snore.
Appearance plus... Fuck, dude, I don't...
I would assume subterfuge.
Yes, you know what? Sure, subterfuge to pet the cat. Fuck you.
What? Come
Weren't you
on.
pretending to be asleep?
Well, okay, petting the cat and fake snoring are 2 different things. Like, totally.
So we're doing separate rolls
Okay.
for these? What's going on?
Like, one of them I can see subterfuge, but, like, I'm not going to do subterfuge to pet
Okay.
a cat.
Okay. Fucking to pet a cat, charisma plus animal ken then. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, good charisma. Animal ken. I think I have a point.
This is what happens when we don't record for a while.
That's 5 fucking successes to pet a cat. Get owned.
5, 6...
I was that successful in petting cats.
You're my friend and I love you, but fuck you. Like, you do realize you just, like, wasted probably, like, your entire luck for the evening on petting the cat.
Worth it.
I disagree.
I mean, I agree, but I'm still mad.
So, Sean, do you have your stuff?
Please save us from this hell.
Please. Or do I need to make Phil roll appearance and subterfuge to fake sleep?
That would be funny.
Guess who has
I will
no
say.
points in subterfuge?
I can decrypt a device. That's the word.
Would you like to do it? And improve your roll of 0 successes
That
so
would
far?
be nice. Hold on. I hate reading from the book.
So, Gabe,
Yeah?
appearance and subterfuge to appear to be asleep to this cat, I guess.
Holding on.
And since you don't have subterfuge, that makes your ob 8 instead
I
of
know.
6.
I'm just gonna point out my appearance is also my second lowest attribute after strength, so
Could not be me.
it's gonna be a bad roll. Well, there we go. That's a botch.
You start trying to manually breathe, like actively pushing your lungs, sucking air in and pushing it out. Like you have to walk yourself through it because it's been so long. And the cat is very confused and just like gives you a look and meows at you a couple times before like jumping off you and walking away.
Damn it. But my pets were so good though.
Doesn't matter, it's a cat.
But you
But you botched.
Oh.
They can change like that, trust me.
I guess, Sean, do you have any idea how much longer you can be?
Okay.
Because if not, we could just do
Yeah,
damage.
so here's the thing. Like, the specific things I can do are analyze, which is to understand how to use something. Burnout, which is to destroy the software inside. Or encrypt, which is more of a personal usage, so it's like no one else can touch it. And then there's also remote use, so I can access technology far away.
Okay. So none of them really help you here, so you got a failure.
I have a failure,
Unless you
but
wanna
I
spend
do
a
want to spell
willpower.
willpower. I forget. The way that
Okay.
VTM works, can I do more than one, or is it
No,
just one?
One willpower per roll.
Okay.
Just one.
Thank you.
So with your one success, you are able to log in, although it does take you a couple tries. You're not exactly at the top of your game right now, or at least that's what you tell yourself. So logging in, what would you like to try to find?
Just looking through, I guess. Where would I keep stuff? I guess check the emails or like any like documents in the computer. There was the cork board, right? So there's definitely. I mean, unless you like printed everything.
So you're looking for things pertaining to the corkboard?
Yeah, that's who's my current lead.
Okay. Go ahead then and roll once again intelligence and technology.
Yes. Technology is hardware though, so could it be computer this time?
You know what? Yeah, that would make more sense. You're correct. Go ahead, roll intelligence plus computer.
That's 3.
Nice.
Nice. 36s.
So with 3 successes, you are able to get a good amount. Oddly enough, the email seems to be logged out of, so you would have to try to get back into that. But from a base, search history, things that they have saved, you do find mostly search history pertaining to Gabe, yes, of where he used to work, where he lived. Actually, you find that they got his address, so that's fun.
fun. I'm glad that he's not.
And just the church he was at, if he's still there, which he is. And then brief searches on the rest of you, but nothing as in-depth as Gabe's whole thing.
Right. So to Patrick.
So what do you find out?
I mean, it's pretty in line to the stalker board we have over there. They have Gabe's address, so was a good call that he hasn't been there. I'm gonna try see if I can get into their email.
Should we check if we can find her phone? That could also have some information, right? And isn't there like a whole thingamajig you can do with the like computers to know where the phones are? Isn't that a thing?
Yeah.
So, do you think it's worth anything?
I'm just gonna do my thing, and you can do your thing when it comes up. How's that, buddy?
I don't.
Yeah, good talk.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. Wow.
Listen, I'm not gonna sit down here and suddenly start explaining how this works when I could just be looking through it.
Theo, you're gonna try to hack into the email?
I'm gonna hack into the email. Hacker voice.
Intelligence and technology.
He's gonna check on Google saved passwords.
I am.
So with your 3, you find it actually isn't saved in the browser at all, which is, it would be weird for a human, not as weird for a kindred. You do find quite a few correspondences that are pretty heavily encrypted, both in terms of, hardware as well as, coded messages once you do break into them. And it's, words that don't make sense or numbers that shouldn't be there, things like that.
Okay.
So you would either have to try to find a way to crack this code or find a program that would go through it, something like that.
Interesting. Okay.
But you do have access to the email now.
I'm assuming that the both senders and recipients of emails on the out and inbox are just either encrypted as well or like code names. Like we
Yeah,
just don't get
just-
a Emilia Laurel sent from my iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah, just complete gibberish,
Okay.
basically.
Subject line, we
got him.
we got him.
Well, it would be we didn't got him.
Subject line, get him, boys.
Subject line, they got us.
Can I also go through with the phone number trail?
What do you want to try to do with that? Are you trying to find the phone,
Yes.
or... Okay. Go ahead, give me one more intelligence and computer. To work find my iPhone, I guess.
That's a 2.
2 successes, you are able to locate it. It actually seems to be back at the circus. So,
Okay, we have access to that then for later. We can definitely pick it up.
Is it? It's just at the circus. Okay.
it's at the tent that, she got ready for her performances at.
She probably has a locker or something.
Yeah, probably. Well, actually, I would say yes, definitely, because you all have lockers there.
Then, got the phone. That's back at the circus still.
Any other information?
Weird shit going on with the email here. Numbers and stuff. Nothing I can do it with right now. Numbers and stuff.
So is it like a code? What's the...
Yeah, it's a code.
Maybe something to have Jose or Danny's contacts get a look at?
Yeah, they can wipe a whole hard drive. They can definitely help out with the decryption here. I can maybe help out with the decryption here.
Oh.
So when we say encoded here, it's computer encoded, not like
Both.
old. Oh,
Yes. So that's why I think maybe that's something that an ex-soldier that worked in like sort of secret thingies might be good at. And then Nosferatu definitely knows some shit like that.
I'm just gonna run down the encryption process here with thaumaturgy. So you touch whatever you want to encrypt, and then you roll normally, and then whatever successes is the difficulty modifier for anyone who wants to use it, and then you can decrypt that by rolling at +1 difficulty.
So you're trying to encrypt this encryption?
I'm trying to decrypt it.
With your encryption? I'm sorry, with your thaumaturgy?
Yes. It's called encrypt/decrypt.
Okay. So what do you need to spend to get this to happen?
I think I just need to roll.
Okay, go for it, yeah. I will say Ob is going to be... I can legally make it 8, yeah.
You can make it 8. I am rolling at +1 difficulty, though.
Oh, so then just 7 to make it
Yeah.
8 total, we should say.
This isn't difficult to understand. It's a 3!
Woo woo!
This is a 3!
Yay!
Okay, so with your 3, you are able to get a program running that decrypts everything. And then from there, you're able to find a diagram of code words and stuff that they used. You find that yes, they were corresponding with Amelia, who gave them a very long list of like resources and also paid for them to take on this contract to kill Gabe. So you also find that there are very explicit instructions that say that if anything goes awry, if either of them dies, anything like that, that they are to report to Amelia as soon as possible.
So we know where Purple Cloak is headed.
Mm-hmm. And we were pretty sure, but now we have certain confirmation that it is Amelia who's doing this. Like, it was pretty obvious, but it's nice to have a full-on confirmation.
It's good to have the confirmation.
Yeah. Like, one of the first emails is pretty much just their entire contract typed out.
I wouldn't venture to say that plotting to murder someone probably isn't illegal in the world of the Camarilla, is it?
Not without the prince's permission. No one dies in the prince's domain without their express permission.
I was going to say, like, it's common practice, but it's still technically not allowed under the Camarilla.
It certainly doesn't look good for someone that's trying out for sheriff.
It's one of those things where it's like, murder is not allowed, but it is encouraged.
As long as you don't get caught.
Well, at the very least, we might have something for leverage against Miss Laurel.
Yep. I mean, this is as clear as it can get. Which is why we should hold on to it. It's not like a print or anything here, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, she got her creepy Gabe photos printed at, like, what is it? Fucking...
Kinko's? What?
Yeah, Kinko's. Hello, I'm Julian, your storyteller, and welcome to The Ad Break. I'm just here to interrupt the episode real quick and give you a few brief little plugins. The first being this lovely Glade air freshener. Hashtag not sponsored. The second being that we are on Instagram with the username some.initiative, Twitter with the username @someinitiative, and on Tumblr with show-some-initiative. So we do have a bit of a theme going on if you couldn't tell. The next is that we are on all sorts of different platforms. YouTube, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Geez, even I have a hard time remembering all of them. Podbean, just wherever good podcasts are available, and even bad podcasts. We like to diversify here. We also have some fun little side mini podcast. Oh, we also have some fun little mini podcasts, such as Wikipedia, where our lovely player Nick discusses Vampire the Masquerade lore a bit more in depth if that's something you're interested in, and Records of Monte Cassino, where we learn a little bit more about our player Jose's backstory. If you check them out, be sure to let us know. Leave a comment, leave a like, whatever you want to do. Every little bit helps, and we seriously appreciate each and every comment we get. We, no joke, have a separate group chat dedicated only to comments, where we just gush about them whenever we get a new one. So if you have given us a comment, rest assured that we've seen it, and we absolutely love you for it. Finally, I, as a DM, would like to once again thank all of my lovely players for being patient with me and for helping cultivate this project. It seriously means so much to me. I love each and every one of you, and you all bring something unique to the table. And finally, I want to thank you as a listener. Thank you so much for giving us a shot, and for every comment, every listen, every view, every recommendation that you give people to us. It seriously means the world to me. When we started, this was just a dumb little joke, and now we are actually making a podcast, and people that we don't know listen to it. So thank you. I seriously cannot describe what it means to me. Anyway, enough gushing. Back to the episode, and thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a lovely week. Okay, so Danny, you have pieced out and are currently on your way back to your place to grab Bruce. So, right off the bat, I need, first off, a Dex plus Drive roll, followed by a Perception plus Alertness.
I'm gonna botch and wrap my car on a fucking telephone pole. Okay, and then Perception plus Alertness.
Yes.
So I have two potential specialties that could, apply to this. Does either Danger or Pursuit apply?
Yes. Does it matter which one?
Does it? That's up to you whether it matters. Unless both apply.
Yeah, if each specialty is like the effect is the same, it doesn't matter which one it is.
It doesn't matter which one I use. Yeah, it's just like,
Or if it's more than one, as long as like one is an effect, like it's the same effect. It's just basically 10 counters 2 successes. That's all.
And is this vision based?
Yes, this is vision based. I feel like some of you guys have like a whole ass checklist that I need to run through.
Just a flow chart.
Five successes.
Okay, so 3 successes driving. You are able to drive quickly above the speed limit without getting caught. So way to go.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then
Here in this society we encourage crime.
But only if it's just something. Okay, you know what? No. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna stop myself right fucking there. So, with
good idea.
Thank you. So with your 5 successes on your perception roll, you actually managed to find that as you're going, you find a car that seems to be tailing you. They're doing a pretty good job of it, actually, staying some spaces back.
But I still notice them. Yeah.
Yeah, you notice them.
Huh. Let's see. Can I see anything like through like the driver's window?
Through the driver's window, you just see that they're the two people that you saw earlier, the woman with the faux hawk and the man with the dreads, they're the ones following you, and they look like they're maybe not full-scale arguing, but definitely like talking about something.
I see. Interesting. Yeah, so and I think we sussed out that these were humans, right? If I'm remembering that correctly.
I think so.
I don't think we had stuff going to figure that out when it was going on.
Yeah, it was kind of in the moment.
Well, no, because when we do like aura reading and determined they were human.
I don't think we had aura reading open until we opened the door to the apartment. So in that case, if he doesn't know, then he's just going to try to lose them.
Okay, give me another Dex and Drive. Pretty please.
Here's the botch.
James Nestle.
You botch. You end up in their car.
It is a failure, however.
Would you care to spend a willpower to make it a success?
Nah, fuck it. It's more interesting.
Okay, with your 0 in your attempt to try to lose them, you end up just leading them right back to your apartment. Yeah, and it's one of those things you're like damn it, because you figure that it must have been just while your head was thinking, your hands weren't, so they were just going along with the motions, just like, okay, turn here, wait, turn
it's
here.
Like, I think it's like a thing where like I was already like super close to my apartment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like, while I was thinking about what to do, I just autopiloted there.
Mm-hmm. So you basically just turn into your apartment complex, and you notice they at least have the grace to not park like right by you. They managed to go and like go down to the end of the parking lot of your apartment complex and park and wait there.
All right, well, we've already got to this point, so I guess here I go killing again.
Here we go again.
So yeah, he's gonna fucking follow them to the alleyway.
Oh, they haven't left. They're just chilling in the car at this point.
I know.
So you're gonna go up to their car?
Yes.
Fun. Okay. So when you approach,
Do we get a text?
Yeah, are you gonna text your friends or?
That's a good point. Yeah, no, he would. Yeah, so
I was like, do we get any updates, or is he just gonna be dead on the ground?
Danny goes missing.
that's the deadest thing. Is like Danny fucking walks up. He shows back up like 2 hours later, covered in blood. Hey guys,
What's up?
What you got? A smoothie?
A dog?
a dog. Yeah. So yeah, he's
Dog
going
also
to.
covered in blood.
Actually, no. I'm gonna do two things. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to, before I go to the car. No, but then that would tell them which apartment it is. Never mind. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna go up to them. I'm gonna text them first. Basically saying, two from the apartment tailed me back.
Do we know where Danny lives?
I do think at least one of you does, right?
I probably do.
That's disconcerting.
I mean, if not, you guys could definitely find out.
Yeah.
Listen, you have the least to worry from Theo of all people right now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Fair.
It's true.
Yeah. So. Yeah, no, he's just gonna go up to them. I don't think he sends them where he is. Like, he's not requesting backup. He's just saying, like, shit's happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're suspect. Don't you fucking say
Pretty
it.
sus. Sorry. I had to.
Did you?
Yes.
I don't think you did. You chose to do that.
Listen, Sean has rubbed the brain rot off on me. There's nothing I can do. It's terminal.
Did you just say storm it all?
I mean, you're right. You don't have to blame it on me.
Zombie apocalypse.
It's so sad that Cookie's gonna die of ligma.
I was about to ask, but then I didn't.
I am currently listening to Gex right now.
God.
Oh, fuck, I should.
Mood.
So, you approach this car, and I would say your success from earlier still carries over. You see that they're arguing. The woman in the passenger seat is pointing at her phone, and you glance, and it is a picture of the man you know to be Isaac, the one that you kidnapped and kind of convinced to work at the bar. And they seem to be going back and forth about something relating to him.
Oh, interesting.
So you approach this car. What is your plan? They seem to be really focused on each other at the moment. They don't even notice you approaching.
Hey, guys.
I'm thinking whether or not I need to go full on like horror movie and just punch through their fucking windshield.
Jeez.
That's in character.
No, chill.
I think that might be a bad idea.
Listen, it's in character.
I was saying it's like full on horror movie, just punch their windshield, or do like arguably even more intimidating, which is politely knock on the windshield.
Like, hey guys, what are we doing here?
Yeah, the more intimidating
Like
thing.
it's like just, hey there, champ, saw you were stalking me. You want to explain yourself?
Is that legit your opening line?
Honestly, I don't think Danny's particularly scared of these two, right? So like, yeah, like no, dead ass, right? He like just knocks on the windshield.
They visibly jump inside and turn, and then when they see you, the color just kind of drains from their faces. And you see the man purposefully, like his head whips around to his partner. You don't hear him. He says something, and she just rolls her eyes at him. And he rolls the window down. And he's just like,
Hey,
I
officer,
know-
what seems to be the problem?
I know this is weird. I'm sorry in advance.
Oh, really? Sorry for what exactly? You followed tailing me through the neighborhood to my home?
Yes,
You want to start with that?
Yeah, she insists that you're some sort of vampire or something and that you kidnapped our best friend. Now, I don't believe that. We've just been in the city looking for him because he told us before he left like a week ago, hey, I'm gonna be in Houston. I'll be back in like a few days. A few days passed, he hasn't shown up. She's convinced something bad's happening to him. I think it's just this mumbo jumbo bullshit, but whatever.
She listens to this show called Nicopedia, like it's giving her all sort of crazy ideas, man.
Thank you, Cookie.
Bruh. Yeah, I think he goes along with the act, like clearly like, okay, right, I see these are just like friends of the guy. And he like, you see like Danny kind of rolls his eyes. And he says, vampire, really? And he like looks at the woman. Like it would look like, are you kidding me? Right?
She does the hand motions. She holds up her palms and starts like, whoa. I never said nothing about vampire. I said, okay, well, I did say something about vampire. I didn't say, listen, all I know is that Isaac has been on this kick about hunting down some sort of something. I think it was vampires. It might have been werewolves. I don't remember. Maybe it was both. Fuck, that dude gets a new obsession every damn week. How am I supposed to keep up with all of it? Listen, all I know is that he got hired on into this some weird kind of like club about hunting vampires or whatever, and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna go out with my new friends down to Houston or whatever. We have a lead. So I'm just saying, it's not even about the vampire thing. I just want to know where my friend's at.
And how exactly did you figure that tailing after me was gonna help you? How did you know about me anyway? Who the fuck told you that I was somebody you should be going after?
She's like, okay, not even you. It's the whole, like, group thing. We just found, like, listen, he just sent us pictures saying, like, hey, if I'm not back, it's one of these guys. So we found you're the first one okay. She just kind of sighs, and she's like, I just want my friend back. And the guy in the driver's seat is like, hey, it's okay. Calm down. This isn't helping anything. He turns to you. Our friend sent us your pictures. We're really sorry about that. That's an invasion of privacy. But it does mean that you're the last ones that he saw, at least.
Christ.
We haven't been able to get in contact with anyone else in his little club, so we figured that this is the best place to start.
I wonder why. Wonder what happened to them.
Look, I don't... Fucking, you telling me that this guy was like stalking me? He took my picture or some shit?
He nods. Yeah, we're sorry about that. We know that that's wrong. We're just trying to get him out of here. And then we need to have a talk about this hunting business of his or whatever.
Yeah, Dan kind of looks around, see me thinking, right? He like turns around, right? But here's the thing. Fucking Danny's like, this was like a while ago, but like Danny's whole thing was he wanted to get Isaac out of like the fucking vampire life, right?
And
he specifically
here's a chance.
That's exactly it. I was saying he wanted to get him out of this because he's like, you know, like he doesn't, you know, we don't want to have people like exposed to this because, you know, vampire life is bad, right?
I mean,
but
if
yeah,
they
so
show
like,
you a picture of Isaac, you can be like, oh, hey, I saw that guy working
that's
at a bar.
that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, he like turns it back around and okay. Look, it sounds like your friend's a little, you know, he like does like a kind of crazy movement in his head, right? Okay, sure. What's he look like? I don't know. I've been around here for a while. Maybe I've seen him or something.
Okay. With that, the lady just thrusts her phone forward at you. This is our friend. His name's Isaac. He's about, like, you know, 5'6"-ish or 5'7"-ish. A little on the shorter side, I guess. At least, I mean, compared to him, as she motions to her friend. I mean, you can see the picture here. He was last seen, you know, down by that weird circus. We asked around. We haven't heard anything. We managed to find you guys just by luck from the apartment where we're staying at with one of our friends.
Yeah,
and
it
you
takes
notice
a lot.
her demeanor has completely changed. Like, she's starting to get, like, really concerned now.
Yeah, he like takes a picture and looks at it, and, like seems to kind of mull over it for a while. Wait, is that? Nah, that could. Well. Okay, I might have seen this guy actually.
They both look incredibly hopeful.
He likes, do you have another picture? I need like another angle, like to be sure.
Yeah. You notice she, like, holding up her phone, starts flipping through multiple pictures, and it's clear these guys have been through a lot together. There are pictures of them all over, different scenes, different, like, you see an amusement park at one point, you see them going camping.
I'm so glad we didn't get this, but with some of the other people. Can you imagine? For one of the other handlers, we're like, well, you see.
I'm just trying to put myself in the place of, like, if we were them, like, can you imagine if, like, one of us went missing and was just like, hey, if I go missing, go find these people, like,
what the fuck?
what do you do?
Listen, I think Isaac and his friends had a very close-knit relationship, and they probably are used to Isaac doing bullshit like this.
Here's the thing, because I think, like, to Danny, right? Like, this is a great thing, right? Because it's basically, like, the best way to uphold the masquerade is to make people, like, think there's nothing wrong at all, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, I know this guy, you know, and in fact, and also get rid of get people who are in the, you know, like, in the know out of the know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like, he like, so he like, they show him another picture, right? And he like looks, yeah, shit, yeah, I've seen this guy. Yeah, you know the bar Last Resort? It's down. You might not know it. Here, he like pulls his phone and brings it up on maps. Right, he shows it to him. See, it's right down here at the corner of 56. Right. I go there quite a lot. I think he's a new hire there or something. He started showing up like a week ago, like 2 weeks. I don't remember. Wait, shit. Does that mean he started working there to spy on me? What the fuck?
At that, you see the man in the passenger, or the man in the driver's seat, roll his eyes like, oh boy, we're gonna have to get Isaac some help after this, huh? Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. We're so sorry. You see that the lady's already typing in like the Last Resort into fucking Google Maps or whatever.
Not an ad.
Not an ad, not sponsored. It could be
Not
ways.
sponsored
It could
by a
be-
fake business. Oh, you were
Unless
talking about
they'd
Google
like
Maps.
to.
The woman very quickly bings Google Map.
James,
Bings,
my beloved.
bings the Last Resort.
Same.
They pull up Google Gaps.
They open their phone and Schmorby pops up to help them figure
Your
out.
internet friend!
They go to askjeeves.com.
Jesus Christ. Fucking AskJeeves.com. You ever like hear a reference so dated you can taste dust?
Come on now. I remember ads for Ask Jeeves. I also remember using Netscape Navigator to browse.
I don't.
Fail. That's not something you should be bragging about.
Come on.
I like how the way we describe the way we're talking, like we sound like Phil's like fucking 35, right?
I remember this man.
Just like 15 years older than the
remember
rest
this
of
man.
us.
Phil's just here. Back in my day, we asked Jeeves when we needed to know things.
Can't believe these people 10 years younger than me don't know this.
Jeeves is the name of, quote, a gentleman's personal gentleman.
Oh, fellas.
Makes him sound like an
Wild.
escort.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something wrong with us.
Mental illness, love.
In February 2006, Jeeves was removed from Ask Jeeves and it was rebranded to Ask.
Is that what Ask is?
It's erasure.
What's the point? They took the man whore out of Ask Jeeves. What's the fucking point?
Wow.
Julian
All the appeal is gone.
Hey, Julian, that doesn't mean there's a job opening.
Okay, let's
New mascot, eh?
Massacred my boy.
Gentlemen's gentlemen. We'll get you a cover letter.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we want a gentleman's gentleman for the type of work we need.
A gentleman's personal gentleman.
I think we might get an entire. I think we might end up getting an entirely different service because of that.
Hold on, Julian. You can make yourself a business card.
I can't breathe. Okay.
My jaw hurts.
In this session of SSI, we kill our DM.
We win.
We won!
Apparently, Jeeves, a gentleman's personal gentleman, is a book from the 80s. So,
No.
Okay.
Amazon says it is.
Maybe what was up.
So, what were we doing?
They
Yeah.
are going
So-
to a last resort.
We were
the
getting
two
our
Yeah.
personal
sisters.
gentlemen, obviously.
Oh,
Jonathan, please.
so
I beg
they
of you.
thank you for your time,
Beg.
Danny, and ask if there's anything else that you could tell them before they leave. Just like if he's okay, or if he's been doing anything other than just stalking strangers, things like that.
He shrugs. I don't know too much. I mean, he seems to mostly work around that bar. I hardly see him around much. Although I would say, when you deal with people like this, they got the real like psychotic break and stuff. You know, I had a cousin that was like that, and you really gotta. People like that, you know, they really, really believe what they're talking about, right? It's like, you know, it's real to them, right? So like, you really gotta understand, like, you know, no matter how convincing they sound, like, you know, people, because, you know, they're gonna look like they're telling the truth, right? Because they believe it is the truth, but like, you gotta kind of work with them and understand and not be kind of, you know, manipulated by that, right? It's kind of rough, you know. I just like, yeah, I've been there, and I don't wanna. So I just kind of thought, you know, you might want to know that.
Could you please roll me either a charisma or manipulation plus empathy here to try to convince these people that you
like, don't listen to them.
Yeah.
So does either friendly face or enchanting voice help me with this?
I would say, yeah, one or the other. You're calling which, I guess. I don't think it changes too much.
As I go for enchanting voice, it gives me a better bonus.
Okay.
It must be said that every time I hear that Danny has enchanting voice, I think of like a siren, but it's just like Danny standing on a rock, like, "Hey, you looking good."
Aww.
Hey, come check out my rocky shores.
6 successes.
So, with 6 successes, they kind of buy into it. You can tell that, you know, they're taking your advice to heart. And she's like, "Thank you so much. I so appreciate it, and I'll make sure Isaac's out of your hair soon. Thank you." The guy also thanks you, and they start to pull out and leave. So you are back at your apartment complex, all alone.
I know murder happened. Congratulations!
No murder happened.
Danny, I am so proud.
You get a gold
it must
star.
Be said.
Bruh.
Didn't do a kill today. Gold star.
Theo has never received a star yet.
Aw.
Danny, you are all alone at your apartment complex. I'm assuming you're gonna go see your best friend, your best pup.
Beautiful boy.
Yeah, so he like, you know, once he sees that they're gone, and he can no longer see which apartment is his, right? He walks in, and I can imagine Bruce immediately like runs up to him and he like, you know, pets him.
Oh, absolutely. Bruce is all over you, very excited to see his best friend.
Hell yeah. And yeah, he like walks up and like, "Oh, there you go, hey, good boy, come on." And he like, you know, kind of like, you know, pets him all over as he like jumps up on him. And yeah, he like kind of like over says, "All right, buddy, I gotta go do something today. All right, here, come on, let's get you a leash." And he like grabs it and puts it on him. And you see like he like gets him, "All right, come on," and he opens the door, and Bruce like runs out, but like he's a fucking ghoul, so like, so with the force of inside, you see it like literally pulls Danny off his feet and out the fucking door. Right? You know what I mean? Like literally like literally he's pulled like 5 feet forward and like slams into the guardrail. Right?
I love that. Oh my gosh.
He's just like, "Oh fuck, okay, boy, come on." And you see, he like gets up. Bruce keeps running, and eventually he like grabs it. You see like all the veins in his body like twitch as he like grabs the leash hard, and Bruce finally stops. And yeah, he like gets him into the car.
So, can I please get a Dex plus Drive one more time from Danny? And I will say for this time, it's because you have Bruce, who's very excited to see you in the car. So he is definitely
Fair.
annoying you.
One success.
So with your 1 success, you get there, but it's definitely like a battle with Bruce to be like, "Down, sit, no, stop that, get in the back seat, come on, no, not in the front seat, in the back seat." And there are definitely moments where you have to try to maneuver him back there so you aren't 100% focused on driving. So it turns into cars sometimes honking at you. Like you go around the roundabout like one too many times and they're like, "What the fuck is up with that guy?"
Someone pulls up alongside you, sees a full pit bull sitting in your lap as you try to drive.
And they're like, "Oh, I get it now. Have a good day."
So does Danny
So
roll down
you-
the windows for Bruce, or
Definitely.
It's animal
Oh.
cruelty if you don't.
If at least just to get him off of him. But yeah, he like drives, like finds kind of, gets Bruce on the leash and comes out of the car.
And he seems very excited to be in a new area. I don't think he's ever been one to be kind of shy. So he's just kind of bouncing, leaping around, running all over the place.
Definitely.
And as you come into this apartment, how would he react to the cat? Now that I think about it.
That is a good question.
Wait, can Erica psych the cat up for the dog to at least help on that end?
Oh, absolutely. I would love to hear Erica talk to the cat.
Okay. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to roll. I can't just...
Yeah, charisma and animal can.
Okay. So that's 2 successes to get Kitty psyched up.
Yeah, the kitty doesn't seem super jazzed about it, but he's like, oh, you know what, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Mom's here to protect me, and you guys don't seem too bad, so I guess I'll tolerate the dog.
Oh, I really appreciate this there, Jen.
Danny can talk to Bruce, so he'll just fucking tell him, like, hey, right? Look, there's gonna be a cat there, but you can't be going and attacking him, right? Simple thing, just stay calm, buddy, okay? You can actually go get double treats when we get back, all right? Just, you gotta stay calm, stay collected.
We gotta focus.
Charisma and animal can from you too, Danny.
5 successes.
5 successes. Bruce doesn't seem super jazzed about it, but he agrees to be on his best behavior. So as you enter Melanie's apartment and they meet eyes, there's like a brief moment of uncomfortableness before the cat just kind of like walks up and sniffs Bruce, and Bruce sniffs the cat, and they just kind of sit down next to each other. So they're chill.
A tense peace.
Well, that's good. That's one less thing to worry
Truce
about.
with Bruce.
So are you going to tell your coworkers and or friends about your whole run-in there?
Yeah, so he looks at the others. It says, so about the deal. Followed me back, turns out, I know what they were. You remember Isaac? The hunter guy that Jose decided
Right, the kid at the bar.
For some reason?
Mm-hmm.
They're his buddies. They've been looking for him. Apparently, guy got some pictures of us before, sent him out and said, if I go missing, it's them, right? Luckily, they don't seem to buy the whole, luckily they don't seem to buy the whole vampire thing too much. And I convinced him that he was, probably had some mental issues or something. I sent him to the last resort, basically said, hey, he's there. And basically, get him some help, get him out of here. Don't believe a word he says, basically.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the best I could do in that situation. I assume that you guys at the bar can handle it, Jose.
I might want to get down there in person. They might take more from the owner than the rest of them, considering you told him he was working there, right?
Yeah.
I got a good story for what happened. I'll tell my guys to hold him, and we can head there after this. I think that seems like it's better to get this done sooner rather than later.
He nods. Sounds good.
Certainly ties off a loose end.
Well, and I'm glad the lad's got people looking out for him.
That's nice, at least.
Means he's not totally foregone yet.
Okay, so with that squared away, are you going to start getting Bruce to hunt for the owner of this cloak?
Yeah, so he's gonna get him onto the roof and have him sniff out the cloak, right, and then follow the scent.
Okay, then I think we'll leave off there where Bruce sniffs the cloak, takes a few deep whiffs of it, and starts to go through the path that, from the closet to the balcony, and then he sees the jump where you guys started going along the roofs, and he turns back to you, wagging his tail, like ready to play. And he's like, okay, are we ready to go? Are we ready to go? Are we ready to go? Before jumping and like just leaping up onto the roof and like running down it, just sprinting.